Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. Right, so December is the month for selling, one of the big months for selling anyway, so we're going to start with selling the bread. That's at its best price right now, so yeah, we'll get that loaded up straight away and get that sold. A little bit disappointed at the start of this episode though, because I was hoping to use the new Mercedes DLC today. I asked Daggerwin to put it on the server, which he has done, but apparently it doesn't work. It's not showing up on the server at all for either of us, even though we've both got it installed. So I don't know what that's about. That's very strange. We've tried reloading the server several times and it's made no difference at all. It's still not showing up. None of the machines are showing up at all, so I'm really disappointed about that, because I was hoping to change my Scania for one of the new vehicles, the new hook loader vehicles on the Mercedes pack, which would be a bit better hopefully. That would be the idea of it, but yeah, it looks like we're going to have to stick with the Scania at least for today because they're not working. So yeah, I am disappointed about that. I'm not really enjoying using the Scania that much because of the problems it has, and it would be nice to try out the new equipment as well in the DLC, so yeah, but it looks like it's not going to be possible. I'm going to have to stick with this for now, but at least it does work. It works enough to use, just not as good as it could be. So yeah, that's what we're going to have to do, I think. So I'll continue getting these pallets loaded up onto the flatbed thing that comes with the Scania, or will fit to the Scania. It's not actually part of the same mod, but yeah, it will work with it, just about. So yeah, we'll get all these pallets loaded up, the bread pallets, and take them to the sell point, and that should be some really good money. So this is basically the product of my flour, or if you go all the way back to the wheat, the barley and the sorghum has been turned into flour and then of course turned into bread. So this is the final product. It's hopefully going to be worth a lot more than what we would have got if we just sold it as flour or even just as raw crops. I really hope it will be worth that, because this is one of my major investments of the series, the bakery and the mills, so yeah, I'm hoping that was a good idea to do and that we are going to profit from this. The other main investments of course are the goats and the dairy, and also the two sawmills. Which reminds me, I do need to set the new sawmill to start producing some other products as well, ideally, because we have only been producing short planks for the time being because we don't have enough wood. We still don't have enough wood, but January should be the month when the new trees start to grow, or the oak trees around here will reach their full height. I don't think they've reached their full height yet. So yeah, anyway, we're going to change this from distributing to selling now, because I think the Cooper production is full, or almost full. Yeah, that's got enough in it for the time being. So this sawmill's planks are going to go to selling. The other one we're going to keep on distributing though, so that the Cooper doesn't run out of wood. And then what we'll do is I think we'll activate the wood beams for now and store those. And we could activate the prefab walls as well. What I need to do though is make sure that there's nothing blocking because there's a load of wood chip pallets that are there at the moment, and I need to move them really, or get them loaded into a trailer if that's possible. So I'm going to try doing that as well today. But yeah, like I say, we're going to get on with loading these pallets for the time being, and then I'll come back to you when we've done that. once again we're lucky that the best price is actually at the closest sell point again. That's really useful. Saves having to travel miles with this vehicle, which is not always the most... there we go again, it's just trying to move again the bed on it. It's not always the easiest to operate, but anyway, we're here. So what we're going to get for this massive load of bread then, and I did put a goat's milk pallet on as well that I just pushed by accident. There we go. Wow, 222,300 plus a £23,000 200 bonus. That's excellent. Really, really good. £800,000 in the bank now. And that's without selling any of my Cooper products. I think we're going to start to catch up with Daggerwin a bit. Not quite there yet, because of course he's selling stuff as well, but yeah, we're getting there. So this is going to make the game quite interesting, I think, after I've sold all my products. The other thing we need to do today is probably sell the straw bales, because they've been here a while now, and I think the best price for straw is around about December, so I'm going to sell them today, and possibly sell some of this sawdust, keep calling it sawdust, wood chips, because they are kind of in the way, those pallets. They're a bit messy, so I'm going to try and load them into a trailer today as well. Might not sell them today, but we're certainly going to load them today. Right, I'll just park this here for now. And then, yes, let's move the bales next, because I think the price of the straw is good at the moment, and I want to get the auto stacker returned as well. We need to also move the silage bales. It'd be good if they're fermented now, because I would imagine that they nearly are, and then we can get them sold as well. Right, we'll just drop that off for now. We will need that again though. We do need to get more wood into these sawmills, especially this one here, the new one, is using it very quickly, so yeah, that needs to be sorted out. Anyway, let's get the auto stacker on. I'll just check the price of straw to make sure it is the best price to sell it now, but I think it is. Annoyingly, we have one random small bale, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Right, where's the best price for straw? Where is it? It's at the top, isn't it? Straw, there we go. Yep, December's the best time and the best price. Well, let's just go to the nearest one. It's only £1 difference, considering the distance, the difference in distance between the two. For that £1, let's go to the nearest sell point. It'll be saving a lot of time. Also, I might as well move all these bales as well. Well, I'll just make use of having this thing for the last day, because it is going to be going back today. So I will make use of it, and I will get all the bales moved with this today. So I'll get on with that now. First bale is going to have to go on its own, unfortunately, because yeah, it's just going to have to. We can't fit any other bales on this at the same time as this one. They have to be all with the same size. So I'm going to go and sell one bale, and then I'm going to come back and sell the rest. So we've got a full load here of bales. I don't know what they are yet. Are they grass? Yeah, they're still grass, I think. So they haven't finished fermenting yet. So let's just check another one just to make sure. Fermenting 92%. Okay, so they're not too far off. We can sell them today, which is good because it means we can return the auto stacker. But yeah, we have to wait a bit longer for them to be silage. I'm not going to sell them before they're all silage because that would not be good. I've spent all this time, wrapping them and everything to get more money for them, so I'm not going to go and sell them until they're finished fermenting. Some of them are about 96%, so they're not too far off, but most of them are around 92%. So yeah, we'll give it a bit more time. I'll leave that there for now, I think, and we'll go and do something else. Right. Yes, I was going to try the trailer trick to see if we can get the trailer loading with wood chips from the pallets. So yeah, I want to try and clear the area where the other sawmill is, all those ones that are stacked in front of it. So let's see if we can drive alongside those pallets and get the wood chips transferred across into the trailer. The best price, or the best time to sell the wood chips is January, but we're not too far away from that, so it doesn't matter if I sell a little bit in December, I'm sure. It'll still be a reasonable price. Not quite as good, but it'll still be pretty good. So I think we do need to clear some. It's looking a bit of a mess and I don't like them all there, so I don't mind selling a few at a slightly reduced price for the sake of clearing up the area. And it wouldn't be that much. It would be very good still. It would still only be a bit less than what we could get. But let's just try this and see if it actually works. Yes, it does. Good. Okay, so thanks to everybody that mentioned that. I know quite a few of you have mentioned it. I've never tried it before myself, so I didn't know for sure whether it would work, but yeah, it does work, so that's really useful. Makes life a lot easier, rather than manually stacking every single one, which would have been very slow. This is a much better way of doing it. Just driving alongside with the trailer and transferring it across. And just in case anyone says something, this is not cheating, this is part of the original game. It's not using some sort of teleporting auto-stacker type thing, which we're not allowed to use in the series. This is a genuine thing which is part of the game, so I am not breaking any rules here by doing this. I'm not teleporting the pallets across into a flatbed. I'm sure nobody was thinking that, but just in case there was someone going to say that, yeah, this is fine. So it's probably not going to quite fill the trailer, but we do have some more over there in the Cooper production. And actually, what I did find out the other day was that you can actually fill from the spout over there as well, which is what I thought you would be able to do anyway. I was actually a bit disappointed that they actually were spawning in pallets over there, because I thought it was going to let me just... I thought all the wood chips would have been the same as in the sawmill over there, the smaller sawmill, in that the wood chips would just be stored in an internal tank, and then you could unload them or load them across into a trailer that way. But actually it turns out that they spawn on pallets as well. But you can back under that auger thing and load the trailer that way as well, so that's good. Which in fact I'm going to do now. Might as well take a full load. So we are facing the wrong way here, so I'm going to have to reverse in. But that's fine, because we're going to have to reverse under the auger anyway to fill it. And while that's filling, I'll check the price and see where the best price is for these wood chips. Right, so yeah, this is what I thought we would be doing anyway, but it turns out you can still do it, but for some reason some of them spawn on pallets. So we've got 16,000 in there, so we will load that, and then let's check wood chip prices, which will be right down the bottom. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not quite the best price. We're only losing £100 a 1,000 litres, so we will sell some in January still. But I want to get rid of some, so best price 5, that one there. Okay, so we will tag that. I think I know which one that is. It's the awkward one to get to, but it's okay with the tipper. It's only awkward with a flatbed. Yeah, so we'll head there with a full load, and we will sell these wood chips. There we go. So I'm not going to sell any more today. We're going to leave the rest for the best price in January. It would make more sense, I think, to sell it at the best price. But I've just got the trailer reloaded there, ready to go, to remind me next time to do that. I don't think we'll need the trailer again today. One thing I would like to try and do, because a few of you have mentioned it, is because of my environmental score not being its best. Right, it's 83 actually, that's not too bad. It's gone up a bit. But yeah, I think because, it's these fields here, they're only 50 because they're not really fields, they're production areas. And if we paint over the fields, hopefully that will get rid of the environmental score, I think, apparently. So we're going to try that. Hopefully it's not going to cost too much though. Oh, let's check the use sale. No, nothing of interest there. Yeah, let's go to painting and paint over the soil or the field. I'm hoping this won't cost too much. To hopefully try and improve my environmental score. It's costing quite a bit. But yeah, I'm hoping that this will improve it. Because if it's not a field, people have said if it's not a field, then they can't tell you it's a bad environmental score on the field, because it's a concrete area. That's the idea. I think it is working. There's a bit of a delay, weirdly. I don't know why. Well, it'll be multiplayer. The multiplayer lag, as usual. It keeps not. Even though I'm going over areas, it's not painting it, but it is doing. It's just delaying. It's just taking a while to update. Right. Let's just get that last little bit. Oh, we've got all around the back here to do as well. Let's get all this done. I think it looks better as well, rather than having like a factory in the middle of a grass field. It looks better to have it in sort of more of an industrial plot, I suppose. There we go. Right, and the same, I suppose, with this one over here. This is a different paint texture, isn't it? Right, so yeah, I'll go over all of this area as well, and that should hopefully, I know it's costing a bit, but it would hopefully improve my environmental score, which means then I should get more money for when I sell crops, I hope. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Of course I am painting over where the oak trees are, which means the oak trees are now growing out of concrete, which is a bit weird, but I'm just trying to get rid of the grass, really, the field area. And the same with this. Actually, this will really help here, because I did find it a little bit difficult loading the pallets, because you couldn't quite see the bottom of the pallets because of the grass being quite high. So yeah, this will help. Surely it's not going to class these as fields anymore now that they're just concrete. That's the idea. Already got some more bread spawns, so that's good. We can get that sold next time, or maybe even later today, depending on the timings. Because bread price will still be good in January as well, so we've got pretty much 2 good days of selling to do. Right, okay. This field could do with fertiliser as well. That will help improve the environmental score. Let's have a look at the map. It hasn't updated yet. Maybe it will take a while to update. But I don't think I should be getting these scores because I have no field there. It's a bit unfair. But this one, fair enough. This one needs fertiliser. Nitrogen, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can confirm that. But I saw a few comments saying if you paint over them it will stop that from happening, so I don't know. Yes, so next, yes, what we're going to do is spread this field here with fertiliser on the left. That will help improve the environmental score. Also the other one as well, actually. Or actually I was going to drill that one, wasn't I? This grass field up here I was going to drill with a crop next year probably, so that probably doesn't need fertiliser at the moment. But yeah, this one here is going to stay as a grass field, so that will need fertiliser. And then I'm going to spray. I've got a field to spray as well. The new field, the field that I extended needs spraying, so that needs doing as well. And then we can hopefully, then by that time the silage bales will have fermented and we can get them sold. So yeah, all very busy, but I'm going to continue now doing that. think what I'll do is get the helper to spray this field. The weeds are getting quite tall actually, which isn't good, but I'm hoping that will spray them off still. I think it does, even when the weeds are quite established. I should have done this last time really, but I was just so busy with everything that I didn't get around to it. But yeah, as you can see from this map, yeah, there are green weeds in it, so they need spraying off. But I think that's the only field I've got with weeds. I think all the others are empty fields. There's no crops in them, and the ones that have got crops in have been sprayed, so that's good. Yep, that seems to be working, so I'll leave that to help us to get on with the spraying, and I think, hopefully, these bales have now fermented. Let's check. Yeah, I think they all have, it looks like it. Let's check the ones on the ground. It looks like they have all fermented. Yeah, they have, good. Okay, so, where's the best place to sell silage at the moment? Silage, there we go. Oh, good month as well, good price. That one, 375. Yeah, that's the best place. So we'll head over there now and get these bales sold. What I forgot was that the sell point we went to at the riding stables doesn't give you an environmental score reward, which isn't great. So I actually did lose out more money there than what I could have done, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. It's only the silage, so it's not hugely valuable. We don't want to be selling at the riding stables in the future because, yeah, you're losing out a lot on the environmental score if we sell there, so that's not good. But anyway, the rest of the bales were sold at this sell point, which was fine. We got the environmental score there. Not many bales, but yeah, shame I didn't remember that because the prices were very similar. It was only £3, I think, or £2 maybe even difference between the two. So if I'd got the environmental score from the first big load we took, that would have probably been quite a few £1,000s extra we could have got there, but never mind. It's done now, so we will move on. And yes, the helper's just finished the spraying, so what I'm going to do is take this back to the yard, or take this back to the where the winch is, because I'm probably trying to use this to winch a few more trees across today, if we have time, and then bring the sprayer back from the field up there, where that currently is. I still haven't brought the combine back either. It really needs doing, but I'm always just so busy. There's so many things to do. It's not really a priority at the moment. It can stay in the field. It's not ideal, but it will. It's not going to deteriorate in the field. It's fine. It's not real life, so it can stay there for the time being. So yeah, I will just get the winch hitched onto this, and then we'll bring the sprayer back to the yard. So Daggerwin has finished, so I think we'll probably have to leave it there for the time being. It is going very dark as well, so I'm sure you don't really want to watch me playing in the dark. It is a bit difficult to see what's happening, so I think it's probably a good time to leave it there, and then we will continue next time. The only sort of disappointment is both sawmills are quite low on wood, especially the bigger one, or the more expensive one. Only has just under 12,000 litres, which will not be enough to keep it going overnight, which is a bit of a disappointment. It's going to run out of wood. There's nothing I can do about that, but hopefully not for too long. I'd probably deactivate the one of the productions. I don't know which one. What have we got here so far? We've got a beams pallet. I'll deactivate the wood beams just for the temporarily until we get more wood, because I'm hoping it's going to be really exciting actually to see if everyone's right with this. But everyone seems to think, or a lot of people think, that these trees will reach their full size in January, which is next episode. So once they've done that, we will not have to worry about wood anymore. The sawmills will have plenty of wood around. We will not be short of trees. All these trees that you can see I planted all the way around, all the way up there. 48 trees in total. That should be enough trees, I think, to keep the 2 sawmills running until the end of the series. So yeah, we won't have to worry about doing wood anymore, because not only will we have a lot more wood per tree, but we won't have to drag it all the way down the road as well. It's just literally right next to the sawmill, so you just have to literally cut it down and drag it in, which will be so much better. Really looking forward to doing that, or being able to do that, rather than yeah, what I'm doing at the moment, which is just tedious really. Doing all that work for like a tree that's got about 3,000 litres of wood in it, it's just not worth it. So yeah, that's the plan in the future, or hopefully next episode. Also next episode I'm sure we'll get a lot more wood products sold, and some more Cooper products sold over here, and all the wood chips as well, from in there, and also the ones down this side here will all be sold hopefully next time. So yeah, another big day of income next time. Just one final thing I'm going to check before we finish. Yeah, I am catching up. Daggerwin's still quite ahead, but yeah, I am catching up, which is nice to see, finally. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.